Hey everybody, we're on the highway to the danger zone. This is Alex Calise, and I am reporting live from Summer NAMM, and I'm here with Chad and Sean from Option Knob. So, how are you guys doing firstly? Enjoying the show?
Doing great. Yep. Still have a voice. So.
Oh, that's good. Fantastic. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about your Danger Zone pedal.
Yes.
So can you guys give me a little bit of information, how it works, how long it took to develop?
Definitely. The Danger Zone is a Tremolo phaser double pedal. It's analog, so you have all the warm vintage analog tones you would want from those effects. But we also built in some supersonic Easter eggs for the extreme effects enthusiast that wants to break the sound barrier. We've got some secret weapons built in here.
What are supersonic Easter eggs?
They are ways that you can get sounds that no one else can get, and you can crash down the sound barrier and really dazzle people with your live performance. And if you just want to get darn freaky, you got it built in here.
Can you eat them?
Yes, they are edible in 37 states, but this is a concept that we worked on for 3 years actually to put this together. The concept behind it is a modulation station in one pedal at your feet, that being the tremolo, allowing you control over the pulse of the wave, and the phaser allowing you control over various modulations of your wave signal. With those two at your feet and with our custom foot controls, you're able to navigate this soundscape and take your audience on a journey that is very interactive and very true to your soul expression. And this pedal allows you to do all that.
That's awesome. And what are these things right here? These are the Wingmen, correct?
Correct. So these are our patented foot control knob, the Wingman, originally under the Option Knob name. And these fit aftermarket on any effects pedal. This is a universal model, the Wingman. And what you do is pick whatever parameter on that pedal you want to gain real-time control over with your feet, hands-free. And you take that factory knob off and you push our wing knob on. And now while you're playing, you use your foot to turn that parameter. So if you want to get some extra sustain on that solo, just crank your gain up. If you want to change your delay time up and try and screw with your drummer, boom, you just hit it right here. If you want to add more modulation or slow your tremolo speed down, which we'll show you here in a minute, the world's yours. This device is just here to help you control it and to provide you with more soul expression. They come standard and glow in the dark. It has a very small footprint on your pedal, as you can see, and wingtips, the pointed wingtips allow you to grasp it very easily, whether it's a sandal, a boot, a shoe, any type of footwear. It's really easy to just grab this and turn the parameter in real time.
Okay, and as far as the Wingman design, how did that design come to you? You were telling me a little bit earlier.
About 20 years ago, it came to me in a dream. I was playing a phaser pedal and I was changing the rate speed with some kind of wing knob with my foot while I was jamming, because I had been bending down and changing knobs on pedals all the time. And so in a dream I was doing this. I woke up and I went straight to my dad's wood shop and I made the first blunt prototype of what was to become the Option Knob. And now 10 years later, after I released the first Option Knob, now we have the Wingman, which is the third generation, and the product's just grown every year. It's gotten smaller, it got brighter, it glows in the dark, and then now we have the Wingman, which is even more compact with the pointed tip wings to grab your feet and comes standard in glow.
I mean, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. Because, so often, like with a pedal like a Memory Man or like a looper pedal, like you were saying, you have to physically go down and like adjust the switches that way, but that kind of frees you up, right?
That's totally right. If you want to control your loop volume and you need it to be a little bit louder, or pull it back just a little so you can get out in front of it, whether it's vocally or with your guitar riff, or the loop might just be a hair off, but if you take the volume back just a little, it's a perfect rhythm in the background. With your delay, you can do things with the speeds in real time, and you haven't seen anything else like it because it's actually a patented solution. That was another long journey of learning how to get a patent in the music industry, and that was tough, but we did it. And so now we're just trying to get this thing out there more and more. Now that we've got the Wingman is sort of the polished, refined solution. And part of that is now rolling out our first guitar pedal ever, the Danger Zone, which comes standard with 2 of our foot control knobs, which makes it the first guitar pedal to ever come standard with these foot control knobs. In addition to our Wingman foot control knobs, the depth knobs were also strategically laid out for maximum foot control on this pedal. So you see them laid out on the sides, and they've got a rubber grip. So as we'll demonstrate here in a minute, you can run your shoe up and down the sides of the pedal and change the depth, all while still having clearance to access the Wingman knobs.
I like clearance too. We're like really staying with the Top Gun theme today. Awesome. I want to go out on a limb and say that you guys are maybe Top Gun fans.
Well, let's just say Thomas said he was okay to wait to release the trailer for the new movie till the Danger Zone was coming out on the Guitar World video. So.
Fabulous. And then what are these switches here? We have arm, jet wash, and fire. I mean, that sounds kind of scary.
That's right. So arm is how you arm your tremolo.
Okay.
The fire is how you engage your phaser. And the jet wash is another color of your phaser. All right, first we're going to start off with the tremolo side of the pedal. Both of the depth and the rate parameters are set at 50%. The way you know that the Wingman knobs are calibrated at 50% is that we installed both of them so that the small wing is pointing at where your hash mark would be pointing at 0 on a regular knob. So when you're at 50% with your hash mark, you know with the Wingman, the short wing, when it's pointing straight up, it's at 50%. And when it's pointing this way, you know you're at max of that parameter. So that's how you can use either the short or the long wing to calibrate where you are with the Wingman knob. So here we go with the tremolo. You see we have a nice warm tremolo tone. A unique feature of the depth knob is that you can roll the depth all the way back to 0 and it actually completely takes you to your clean tone. So you can hear that's just a little bit of a volume boost, but then you can roll right into your tremolo. Now you can use the rate with your foot to increase your speed or slow it down while you're playing. At the top end of the rate on the tremolo, it goes super fast, and if you increase the depth to max, you can get some really good chop capabilities. So you can see also where you could hit a chord, let it ring out, and use your foot to change the rate speed of the tremolo for a nice dramatic effect. Now we're going to move on to the phaser. Again, we've got both the rate and the depth parameters set at 50%. Fire. So you've got a great warm analog phaser tone. I'll slow the rate down to the slowest point. You can really get that little bit of phase and then more as you increase. Now this brings us to our first unique feature of the phaser on the Danger Zone, the rate speed. Right around in here is where your normal phaser rate speed maxes out. So what's unique about the Danger Zone is that from here we keep going further so that you can help push the envelope and take your sound to a whole lot of... So now we're getting to the first unique feature of the rate control on the Danger Zone phaser. Around in here is where a normal phaser would max out at the rate speed. Our rate speed continues to go further beyond that so that you can get into some really cool tonal capabilities. Again, all of that with your foot while you're playing so that you don't have to take your hand away from your instrument. Now this brings us to our second sonic Easter egg we've got packed in here, is with the depth knob. When you roll the depth knob to max, it actually brings in a ring mod effect. So you can hear, as we increase the rate, you can really hear that ring mod. So again, I'll back off the depth to your regular phaser, and again, you use your foot to slide in there and grab that ring mod. And of course, the more you increase the rate, the crazier it starts sounding. All right, now we're going to move on to the jet wash setting. So the jet wash is a second color for the phaser. It gives you a darker thump type phase with a bit of envelope. And again, with the top end rate speeds, you can get some really cool effects using the jet wash. All right, now we're going to go into the final supersonic feature, the Mach 2 switch. So now you'll see the blue bogey is on the radar. That's indicating that you flick the Mach 2 switch on, and what the Mach 2 does is it takes the rate of your phaser and about multiplies it by 10 to give you some really extra crazy sonic capabilities. Again, adding the ring mod and going through the rate speeds can create some really cool nuances. One last thing that's worth noting are the volume controls. They're independent volume controls for the Tremolo and independent volume controls for the phaser. Both of those you can twist to create a boost for that sound, and also visually they indicate the rate speed. So as your rate speed increases, you can see the light indicator there. Same thing on the Tremolo. As your tremolo is increasing, you can see that. So if you know you want to come in with your phaser at a slower rate, you can visually see that, hey, that's too fast, and use your foot to slow it down, and then turn your phaser on.
So you guys must be so excited because you've been working on this for 3 years, correct?
That's right, definitely. We are very excited. It's been a long road just to get one pedal out. You see people that release new pedals every NAMM show and several a year, and for us it was all in it just to make this one pedal that really accomplished what we wanted to all in one box, and really displays the real-time foot control capabilities of the Wingman, while also being a pedal that's built with foot control in mind on the front end, not just throwing a foot control knob on it after the fact. So the layout of everything and the custom mod parameters that allow you to get to those zany parameters that let you break the sound barrier in various ways, all that took a while to cultivate and get exactly how we wanted, but it's finally there and it feels awesome, and we're excited to be releasing it officially here at this summer NAMM, and they are ready to sell. So
that's awesome. And where can we get one?
Wingmaneffects.com, and check with your local shops, ask them about it. If they don't have it, then they can get it. So any dealers on the interwebs. So.
Okay. And then how much does it retail for?
So Danger Zone retails for $249.95. It comes with 2 Wingman knobs, as we've noted. Those generally retail for $9.95, so it has a $20 value also built into it. But for a double boutique effects pedal, we wanted to price it at just under $250, so we felt like it was very affordable and attainable to musicians. We know everyone can't go buy a $400 super awesome boutique pedal, so we want to bring this right in where anyone can kind of step in and get this guy and start having fun.
Right, absolutely, and you don't just step in, like, you know, you can physically step in and launch. Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. We really, really appreciate it, and wish you guys the very best of luck. It's an amazing pedal. It's really awesome, and I love the Top Gun theme. It's awesome. And enjoy the rest of your show. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.